Good afternoon, everyone. I'd like everyone to remain standing, and I invite Mr. Aidan Viveris, Class Secretary for the Class of 2021, to lead us through the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Aidan. If everyone could still remain standing for a little bit longer, I would like to invite Ms. Brooklyn Barboza to sing the National Anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Brooklyn. And if everyone could be seated. So welcome to Westport High School's graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. This graduating class experienced an abrupt shift to remote learning in March of 2020 and did not return to in-person learning for nearly a year. The pandemic challenged all of you to learn in new ways, adjusting first to the remote model and then to the hybrid model before returning fully in person. In addition to your classes via Google Meet, you also virtually collaborated with your peers for your extracurricular activities. During the virtual collaboration, I had the pleasure of meeting the student council members for the first time on Google Meets, as these student leaders worked tirelessly to plan community events such as the Haunted Horseshoe and the Holiday Horseshoe. As if the pandemic challenges were not enough, Mother Nature also continually interfered with these student-planned events. Despite these unfortunate realities surrounding your academic and social endeavors, you persisted. I was so happy to see students return to the building, and even happier to collaborate with these students in person as we planned end-of-the-year events around the COVID parameters. Thank you to Mrs. Ruel and all staff members who helped make the second annual senior dinner a reality. Senior dinner was a huge success. Mrs. Ruel, how many last songs did we call before we finally said goodbye to the seniors for the night? I lost count. But that was okay, because we were so happy to see all of you having so much fun together. The senior formal celebration, the event we planned but could not officially call a prom, was a blast. The administrative team and teachers who attended loved seeing all of you have a great night making memories and celebrating your last day of classes at Westport High School. And here we are at the culminating event of your high school career, graduation. Congratulations, seniors. As a Wildcat family, we are so proud of all you have accomplished and all you will achieve. Your experiences this past year have helped prepare you for life. Life will continually throw you curveballs and push you to grow as individuals. You can and you will overcome any obstacles that come your way. Reach for the stars, class of 2021 Wildcats. By the end of this ceremony, you will officially be Westport High School graduates, and you will no longer have to hear me say, masks up. Thank you. Unfortunately, Superintendent Aubin unexpectedly was not able to be here, so I'm apologizing and congratulating the class of 2021 on his behalf. And I'd like to invite Mrs. Nancy Tavares, Chair of the Westport School Committee, to come up to the podium.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the school committee, I would like to welcome our students, parents, relatives, and friends of the class of 2021 to today's commencement. This commencement marks a historic moment in the history of our Westport Community Schools, as the class of 2021 will be the last to graduate from our current junior-senior high school. The move to the new school next year is a great achievement for our community and our students. I invite those who've had the honor to attend Westport High School to reflect on the memorable times and special events you have experienced over the past 70 years. Allow a moment to think back on the people who've provided a quality education and lasting relationships that resulted in a lifetime of memories. Class of 2021, I applaud your strength and resiliency. You have shone brightly during a time of darkness. You are an example of the best we have to offer in our young people, and we anxiously await the contributions you'll make as you move through your future endeavors. You have lived and thrived through a historic time. You have risen above the challenges, and today we celebrate the culmination of your hard work, dedication, and perseverance. As you walk across the stage to receive your diploma, be fully present in this moment, knowing that is both a final step and the first moment in a new beginning. Each and every one of you has the potential to impact the world in a positive way, to realize your dreams, to create your stories, to reach for the stars. In the words of Malala Yousafzai, who risked her life for the opportunity to be educated, believe in your voice, continue speaking up, and never, never give up. Class of 2021, go out there and set the world on fire.
Thank you, Mrs. Tavares. I'd now like to invite up Ms. Gabriella Maharis, Salutatorian of the class of 2021.
Good afternoon, Principal Ms. McKinnon, Ms. Charette, Mr. Aguiar, Mr. Pacheco, faculty, families, and my fellow graduates of the class of 2021. Since freshman year, I have dreamt about giving this speech, and I never thought I would struggle finding the right words to say. Yet, I found myself in quite the stump these past few weeks. I was constantly typing words, then deleting them, and in all honesty, I didn't finish this speech until last night at 9:41 p.m., and I'm still unsure if these words are the right ones. But my procrastination made me realize something. I realized just how fortunate I am to have been given a task so daunting to complete. Writing this speech should not have been easy, because if it was, it would mean my time at Westport was ordinary. And for the class of 2021, extraordinary has become our middle name. I stand before you all today proud to say that our class, despite everything we have endured, is the embodiment of perseverance and community. And now, I'm going to share with you all the reasons why. Freshman year is not where our extraordinary journey began. It began in 7th grade, when we were the first group of 7th graders to start at the Westport Junior-Senior High. Our middle school experience got cut short, and we learned to grow up faster than any of us anticipated. From joining the high school level sports teams to simply passing by high schoolers in the hall, we all learned how it felt to be a little fish in a big sea, and we yearned for the day that we would be those upperclassmen. Fast forward 5 years, and it was finally our turn to be those seniors we envisioned ourselves being. But we never envisioned it being the senior year that it was. The first day of senior year meant making sure your computer was fully charged for a day of Google Meets, instead of walking through those cafeteria doors in our first day of school outfits and alongside all our friends. Our National Honor Society induction ceremony meant gathering our family to sit behind the computer screen with us and listen as Mr. King called out each of our names, instead of getting dressed up and heading up to the auditorium for the lighting of the torch. Our senior project meant wearing something fancy from the waist up and standing behind a screen in our bedrooms, instead of getting up on stage and speaking face-to-face with an audience full of seniors and faculty. While this was the last thing any of us would hope for, I want to recognize just how strong it made every single one of us. Danny led student council from his computer, raising money for the class of 2021 and organizing our senior formal and senior breakfast. English 12 students did a phenomenal job on their senior projects and passed with flying colors. 5 student athletes played through their shortened seasons and committed to play at the college level. And most importantly of all, 84 of us are here today ready to turn these tassels from right to left. All of these accomplishments were achieved amid a global pandemic, and we didn't achieve these victories alone, we achieved them as a community. We all have learned in the past year that time is not only precious, but it is fleeting. Time is the only thing in life that can never be borrowed nor returned. Each and every single one of us made the most out of our time here, and it wouldn't have been possible without the inclusivity and unity that Westport has provided us with. The community of peers, teachers, mentors, coaches, and administrators here at Westport are more supportive and dedicated than any of us could have ever expected. Every single faculty member has gone above and beyond for us, but there's one person in particular that I couldn't fail to recognize during this speech. This person is the epitome of extraordinary. She's someone who will break her back and every other body part too in an effort to help her students. Ms. Ruel, our guidance counselor, has fought She's fought tooth and nail for every single one of us. She's spent countless hours of her own time to meet with us, help us with college or job applications, write us recommendation letters, listen to us rant about a class, whatever it may be, Mrs. Urell is there. Just yesterday, Emily, Danny, and I were freaking out about our sashes and medals for graduation. Mrs. Urell sat in her office for over an hour with us, calling every nearby store and facility, trying to find a place that could get us these sashes and medals you see us wearing today. And, by no surprise, she came to the rescue and found us exactly what we were looking for. Mrs. Urell didn't do this because it was her job. She did it because she knew how much it meant to us and she wanted to see us happy. She's far more than a guidance counselor. She's the heart and soul of Westport High, and not a single one of us would be here today without her. Westport High School has provided us with not only a pathway forward, but a place to always come back to, a place to call home. As we all embark on our new journeys in life and find new homes, we will never forget the one that shaped us into the young adults we are today. We are the last graduating class of this building, and I cannot think of a class more fitting than us. John F. Kennedy once said, "Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction." Westport has given us a purpose and a direction. A purpose to succeed with the support of others and to support others in their success. A direction towards inclusion, towards the advancement of society and of ourselves. Westport taught us this, and now each of us will go out into the world and carry it with us. I look forward to seeing what the future has in store for us, and I will never forget the past we all share. I will always hold you near and dear to my heart, and with that said, congratulations to my fellow class of 2021. Thank you.
Thank you, Gabby. I would now like to invite up the class of 2021 president, Mr. Daniel Swain.
I want to begin by addressing everyone here with me today. Whether you're staff, family, a friend, or a fellow graduate, it's great to be here with you, where we're celebrating something so special. I never imagined that I'd be up on the mic at graduation, but I'll take any claim to fame that I can get. Walking into this ceremony today, I finally realized what was happening, because it hadn't hit me the night before. I was graduating with the people that I've been with since kindergarten, preschool. We're closing one of the biggest chapters of our lives and entering another big chapter in our lives. My time in the Westport Community School system has been anything but ordinary in the best way possible. We've grown up together, learned from each other, and we've become a family. Now we're all adults, or almost adults, and we're being sent off in the real world, where we'll continue to soak up many of life's important lessons. I've always found it silly that at the age of 18, people expect us to have our whole future planned out. Our college, our major, where we want to work, what we want to be. I haven't even received my own diploma, and already people are grilling me about what I should do or where I should go. While I appreciate their worry, I'm beginning to gain some of my own. Should I have all the answers to their questions? Is it bad that I don't know what I want to do with my life yet? And the short answer is no. It's not bad, and in fact, it's normal. We just stepped through the doorway of adulthood. We've only begun finding ourselves, our friends, and our interests. We shouldn't know how to plan on spending the rest of our lives, or who we want to spend it with, or how. Our focus should be on the things in front of us, in the moment, like enjoying this special day. High school is just the prologue to the book of life we are writing. We are the authors and illustrators of our own story, and what we choose to write is up to us. It is now our responsibility to pave our own path, guide ourselves through our troubles, and make something great to our name. I asked the class of 2021 to follow your own dreams and to decide your own life, your own future, with no one else writing your story except for you. Do not live out anyone's expectations or fantasies of you. Live for who you are and what you want to accomplish. It is okay to ask for help along the way, but as long as you decide your own life, then you have lived up to your own name. Whether it takes place in Miami, Hawaii, Providence, Oklahoma, Dartmouth, Pennsylvania, Virginia, or somewhere halfway across the globe, live for yourself first. Something else unique about our time here at Westport is how closely we grew up, which I had mentioned earlier, especially throughout the high school years. While most may disagree, saying that's the time when people go their separate ways and you find your friend group for life, I disagree with the disagreement. Since our years in junior high, we've seen many faces come and go, which has left us with no choice but to stick together. We were waiting to find the right fit for our school, and oddly enough, the year where nothing went right, this is the year where everything clicked. Despite the difference in both learning and teaching style this year, we finally faced the change that we needed most. And that change was our administration, starting with Ms. McKinnon. After Ms. Tudelo left, things felt out of place here at Westport. There was a revolving door in her administrative seat that nobody was able to claim. But Ms. McKinnon came in and gave us the change we needed and the change we wanted. Her guiding philosophy was for the students. If it wasn't in our best interest, then there was an issue. If it was refreshing, it was uplifting, and it was what we needed. It was not until a few days ago that I found out she was a doctor, so what I really should be saying is, Dr. McKinnon, we thank you. I can't leave our other administrators behind, though, because they have worked just as hard to get us to where we are today. To Mr. Aguiar, we thank you for your hard work and dedication this year, for helping the students when they needed it most, for making us feel protected and secure, we thank you. And to Mrs. Charette as well, which just feels weird to say because we all know her as Hannah. I have never in my life met someone more compassionate, more loving, more eager and more excited to do her job with the kids she loves most. While I was saddened at your departure from the classroom, I was thrilled to have you as an administrator. You are truly phenomenal, and I can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me personally and the entire class. Quickly before I go, I want to thank all my friends and family for being here. You guys mean the world to me. I'm a homebody at heart, and I can't leave without giving you props for making me who I am today. I also want to give props to the class of 2021 for sticking it out this year, staying motivated no matter how hard it was to, and giving your all every step of the way. Whether we like writing or hate it, we're all authors in the making of our own story, and we're on our way to a very successful future ahead. I wish you all good luck as we start journey into adulthood, because we're going to need it. And as we begin to write the next chapter of our lives, stay confident, stay strong, and be who you are. High school was just the prologue, and we have so much story left to tell. So long, farewell, and good luck, Charlie.
Thank you, Danny. And now I'd like to invite up Class of 2021 Valedictorian, Miss Emily Mcmahon.
Parents and guardians, teachers, administrators, staff members, and most importantly, Westport High School's graduating senior class of 2021, welcome. Thank you to the staff of Westport High School for putting together our beautiful graduation. Thank you to friends and family for being here to support and celebrate us graduates. I have something here thanking the weather for being really beautiful, but that feels really awkward now, so I'm gonna move on down. Thank you, everyone, for contributing to an unforgettable 4 years here at Westport High School. I'm going to go ahead and state the obvious here. This year has been a lot. And I say a lot for the sake of simplicity. I could probably write an entire speech consisting only of adjectives to describe it. And some of them might be very meaty SAT words, so I want to shout out Ms. Mercer and her weekly vocab quizzes there. I'm thankful now. But seriously, this year has been a lot. During a pandemic, we have applied and been accepted into college. We have won sports championships in masks. We've become legal adults. And some of us took gym online. So, a lot. Despite our challenges, however, I know we have pioneered. And I know this because we are all here together today. When I sat down to write this speech, my first thought, if I'm honest, was, oh my God, I don't know if I can write one more paper. But then, thoughts 2 through 4 were more optimistic, and by thought 5, I was thinking, why? Why am I writing this speech for graduation? Well, there was a simple answer, and that was the valedictorian always writes a speech for graduation. However, I was not satisfied with this answer. Why does the valedictorian make a speech? After a while, I concluded that the valedictorian is allowed to give a speech because they are a leader. Now, you might notice a trend here, but I ask yet another question. I believe one of the most important and enlightening questions I have ever had to ask myself. What is a leader? Now, I can't promise that I have the correct answer to this question, but I would like to share with you my answer, my philosophy of leadership. Over the course of my 4 years at Westport High School, I have heard the term leader defined, whether explicitly or implicitly, many different ways. I have heard a leader defined as the one who is the most selfless, the one who has the most skill or talent, the one with the loudest voice and the greatest influence over the student body, the one who works the hardest, the one who has overcome the greatest feat, the one with the biggest dreams, the one who devotes the most time. The list goes on and on. And I agree to an extent. I believe that those people, the best at people, are leaders. However, I do not believe that all leaders are best at people. When I was a freshman, I made the mistake of connoting the word leader to mean superiority, exclusivity, and elitism. I believed that leaders were far and few, the best of the best. I also believed that becoming a leader was akin to an accolade of sorts. I waited to be inducted into leadership clubs, waited to win awards, waited to be told I was a leader by those in my community, and in doing so, I waited so long to convince myself that I was a leader. Looking back, I realized just how naive I had been. I now understand that leadership is not a trait that is rare or difficult to obtain. I also know that one does not have to be called a leader in order to be one. I believe that we are all leaders, all of us, whether you were part of every leadership club or you didn't participate in any after-school clubs at all. If I had to throw my own definition out there of leadership, it would be those who do. That is why I believe everyone is a leader, because everyone does. Effort. I think that is the key word. I believe that if you put in the effort, you are a leader. If the only effort you have to give is directed simply to getting out of bed in the morning, you are a leader. If you gave the test everything you had and you only got a 60%, you are a leader. Now, I can sense that some of the administrators may be getting a little nervous as I sit here and put 60% and leader in the same sentence. But what I'm trying to say is that effort, regardless of the result, is leadership. Of course, there are levels of leadership, which means there is always room to grow as a leader. As we enter into the world as adults, whether you are going off to college, the armed forces, or working, I encourage you all to grow as leaders. Do not wait for validation. Lead others and lead yourself. Always put in the effort, and you will always be a leader. I want to circle back to one of my very many questions. Why does the valedictorian get to make a speech at graduation? Earlier, I settled for the answer. The valedictorian is a leader. But as I've just described, everyone is a leader. So I ask again, why does the valedictorian get to speak at graduation? My final answer, I don't know. History? Tradition? I don't know. I'm looking out at Westport's graduating class and see 84 seniors, 84 leaders who, by the same standard, also deserve to speak today. As I conclude my speech, I would like to thank you for listening to my philosophy of leadership. Again, I cannot promise that my philosophy is correct. At the end of the day, I am the same nervous, excited, graduating senior as all of you. I cannot anticipate the curveballs that life will throw at us. I do not know the meaning of life. However, my favorite philosopher, Alan Watts, claimed to, and I want to leave you with his words. The meaning of life is just to be alive. Let's go out there and be alive. The biggest congratulations to Westport's high school graduating senior class of 2021. I've had an amazing 4 years with you, and I wish you all the best of luck. Thank you.
Thank you, Emily. I would now ask that Mrs. Laura Charette and Mr. Kevin Aguiar, our assistant principals, come to the podium to recognize the top 10.
Our number 10 student, Willem LaBelle. Our number 9 student, Nicole LePage. Our number 8 student, Robert Raposa. Our number 7 student, Daniel Swain. Our number 6 student, Ava Matos. Number 5 student, Sienna Moniz. Number 4 student, Jessica Carney. Our number 3 student, Isabella Glennon. Class Salutatorian, Gabriella Maharis. Class Valedictorian, Emily Mcmahon. Congratulations to the class of 2021 top 10.
And before we begin presenting diplomas, I would just want to recognize the Westport School Committee members who are here, as well as Representative Paul Schmidt. Now, Ms. Mr. Aguiar, are you ready?
Ready.
Okay.
And now the most important part of the day is to issue the diplomas. So first student, Emily Mcmahon. Gabriella Maharis. Isabella Mercer Glennon. Jessica Carney. Sienna Moniz. Ava Celeste Matos. Daniel Swain. Robert Raposa. Nicole LePage. Willem LaBelle. Joseph Alexander Jr. Renato Amaral Arujo. Madison Taylor Avila. Brooklyn Barboza. Maya Bazinet. Faith Benavides. Jason Alexander Bernard. Zachary Breon. Liam Butler. Jennifer Cabral. Jade Carew. Jenna Rose Cavallo. Cameron Casto. Deborah May Chor. Dylan Cordero. David Quinn Costa. Cheyenne Daviage. Zachary Deshane. Deja Adriana Dominguez. Nathan Anthony Fay. Jordan Fulsick. Ethan Tyler Garcia. Aiden Hallowell. Isaac Hayes. Cameron Horta. Julia Grace Hurley.
Kandar Katadia. Sean Landry.
Thank you.
Maximus Lavoy. Maeve Iris Leary. Joe Lopes. Emma Laurie. Jillian Mock. Noah Mauricio. Caleb Meadis. Austin Medeiros. Judy Medeiros. Lacey Miranda. Jenna Moniz. Sage Newcomer. Sarah Northrop. Derek Nowicki. Cody Pacheco. Luke Parker. Nicholas Payne. Ashton Pereira. Zoe Pereira. John Peaks. William Peaks. Max Powers. Abigail Rose Prophet. Brianna Quinlan. Oh. Donjay Raish. Evan Rencaro. Mia Resendiz. Gavin Rodricks. Alan Serpa. Blaine Shea. Cassidy Sylvia. Cameron Simonin. Brian Smith Jr. Morgan Elizabeth Soares. Abigail Miranda Souza. Connor Strangis. Liam Strangis. Nicole Lynn Therian. Savannah Trowbridge. Joseph Turen. Nathaniel Vieira. Alyssa Vitorino. Aiden Viveris. Joseph Wagner.
Dr. McKinnon, it is my privilege to present to you the class of 2021. They have fulfilled all of their Westport High School requirements and are therefore ready for graduation.
By the powers vested in me by the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the Westport Community Schools School Committee, I confer and hereby award these diplomas and certificates of completion to the class of 2021. Mrs. Charette will now lead you in changing your tassels.
Class of 2021, you may move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Thank you, everybody, for attending. Go enjoy your day.